Hi, I'm Anuba Thiagarajah for the Ryersonian TV, and I'm sitting down today with Mathias and Katharine Heng, two Ryerson business students who are trying to help keep the homeless warm this winter. Thanks for joining us, ladies.
No problem.
So, Jane, how did you get started with this idea?
Well, it started when we were together at a hotel, and basically when we walked outside, we saw a guy laying on the floor, and he didn't have anything to cover him but basically like a thin jacket. And a lot of people go downtown and a lot of people see homeless people, but what was different about that day was that we were coming from like an extremely warm, comfortable bed, and we were heading home to another warm, comfortable bed, and it just didn't seem fair. It just didn't seem right. Like, there are many times that we would always think about why, like, how we can help out or how we can do anything, but we never pulled through because we didn't have that much of a motivation, or we didn't have that much of like a I don't know, something that was able to just push us into doing it. And that was at that moment, that was something that pushed us. At that moment, we realized how blessed we were going home to a warm bed, and we just felt bad and we felt sad, and like we needed to do something about it. And seeing that, that was basically like the thing we needed to do.
So, Katharine, what's the update on your campaign right now, and what are you guys planning to do?
So currently, we've just passed $4,300 of our $5,000, and we're roughly about 86% past our goal. Towards our goal. And then we've already picked out the sleeping bag we want. We changed it because the one we picked out now, it's warm enough for someone to be naked in it and still be sleeping outside at negative 28 degrees and still be warm. And it also has a detachable blanket for summer. So we picked the sleeping bag, and we're hoping that by the end of February, the campaign will be finished. But before then, we want to get started on purchasing the bags. We want to finish the goal. We want to reach the goal as quick as possible because the weather is getting colder, and like people have already been dying through winter in the past few months, and it's only getting colder now. So we want to complete the goal as quickly as possible. And after we finished purchasing everything, we already collected about 30 volunteers that are going to help us distribute the sleeping bags. So our plan is to call shelters and ask them where most people are outside at night, like where they sleep and stuff. Like the homeless people that don't go to shelters and have mental illnesses, those are the people we're targeting. And so we're going to call the hotspots, find out where they are, and go there and distribute them over 4 days.
So you talk about mental illness. Why is mental illness important to your campaign?
Well, mental illness is extremely important because a lot of people have been telling us, like we've been getting a lot of responses saying, why don't you just build more shelters or get them to go into shelters? Like we had people email us saying that we should donate the entire money into building stuff. And we thought about it, and we felt like these, like in terms of mental illness, you can't just have them snap away from it, or you can't just say we're gonna give you a building to go into. They're still not gonna go into there, and we just wanted to raise awareness in terms of like mental illness in the homeless people and how that it's something that's real. And just like the whole bill, let's talk. Like there's this huge stigma that goes towards mental illness, and we're always thinking about other people. We're not also thinking about the homeless people. And with the campaign, it just helps out because then people will be able to learn about it. People will be able to know that this is real and this is going on. We can get people to actually think about it more and talk about it more. And this way, if we get people talking about it, there's action. Like people would take action. It might just be us right now, but maybe a different school might say, you know what, let's start this. Let's get people to understand this. Or you know what, let's go towards the homeless people that have mental illness. Let's find a way to get them out of the streets or to get them into a warm place, and so they don't freak out, and so many other ways. And I feel like this campaign just helps a lot. This campaign basically speaks out for them. Like we're giving them basically a voice. That's why we've talked about getting personal with them. Like we don't want to just distribute the sleeping bag and then walk away. We want to get personal with them. We want them to know that we genuinely care, and this is something we want to do for them. And we know that they don't want to go to shelter. We understand so many things about them, and like we care about it.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much for joining us today, ladies. I'm Anuba Thiagarajah. Thanks for watching.